Welcome to Trading Lounge on the 29th of August and the Asian report. However, we're just going to cover the Australian market today, and that also includes some sectors as well. So this particular pattern that we're seeing move down through here, we're also seeing that move down in the banking sector and also the mining sector as well, the resource sector. So today I want to have a little look at that. We're still on track here for this move down here as being 5 waves down to this point here, and then an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. I don't know if it will come all the way up here. I doubt it, but that's close to the 61.8% mark here. But we still need to see a new high or to the high of this previous level here. But we can look at that in some detail in a moment. When we look at the banking sector, and I'm just going to use the trading levels charting program, and this is a daily chart here for the XXJ, the banking sector, and you can see that it's much the same as the XJO. So we have wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, and we're looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. So it could come up any distance here realistically. It just depends on how emotional the market is, and I mean that's what the markets are. They're an emotional reflection of reality, so if you can call that reality as well. But anyway, we're still looking for another leg higher here for the banking sector. So in a nutshell, we'll look to short the banks. I'm not interested in trading any stocks up into this particular point here for the banks anyway, or the resources. So we've just got one more little leg up there for this here we've pretty much got wave 1 and 2 in place in the banking sector. So then once that occurs there, then we'll see a move, at least minimum to this move here, to the downside here. Okay, it could even be, I've got this here on the on this here as just an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave in line with the US markets, but it also could be a wave 2 up here, and this could be a much deeper third wave in here. Either way, we need to be on this leg here as well. We'll be able to tell as it unfolds, because with a correction like this here, if I can just draw it over here, this will be the top here coming down. The A wave is normally the sharpest, and then the B wave comes up. Now the C wave would come on more of an angle, probably exaggerating here, but a third wave would come down equal to the wave 1 here. So just looking at the type of angle that this C wave will be on, we'll be able to decipher that as it moves along. So as you can see, this is really reflecting the banking sector more so than the mining sector, which I'll show now. So this is the XXJ, the banking sector. The finance sector is XFJ. We'll just have a quick look at that actually. XFJ, I haven't seen that for a while. Yeah, it's the same, no difference. The mining sectors in here, we can look at the XMJ, which is more the resource sector. Now this one here is quite this is from the top here. This has got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside here, and then we've got a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So this is the mining sector. So we can look at Rio would be the same. So this correction, this rally here is lagging the banking sector. So we can look here for a move up like this here, something of this nature here for Rio and those sorts of guys. So and iron ore would be much the same as this as well. I'll check on that soon, but it'd be much the same. So you can buy Rio now if you wanted to. Keep the stop under this low here, and we'll be looking for little 5 waves up here. This move back down here will, as a wave 2 or wave B here, wave B will come back 61.8%. So it doesn't give us a lot to the upside here. And that 1300 here, in reality, I should bring that back down into this space here. It'll be something like this here. And then it's the downside that we're interested in. So once we've got that particular pattern coming through here, then we can, you know, just draw a line through that, and any move through that from that point, once we've got those two lows in, well, then we can short. But I think the banking sector is going to be leading us to the downside by the looks of it, and the mining sector will follow a little bit later. So we've got about a week's difference or so there. The other mining, the XMD, I think it is, that's let me just, okay, so this XMD here, this is more in line with the banking sector, isn't it? So we've got, not that you can see wave 1 and 2 in here, and or 3 here and 4 here and 5 here, that's all cool. And then we've got an A wave, a B wave here, and this move up through here. So this has just got, where are we? Get the right. This would be little 1, 2, and 3 in here. So this is much more in line with this is much more in line with the XJO, in fact, and the XMD, sorry, is the mid cap, the top 50 stocks on the ASX in the mining side of things. So yeah, the mid caps. So there we go. So and then that will move down. So yeah, look, my main point is that you know, we're seeing we're seeing this move down, and as I mentioned, it's probably the most clearest in the MXJ, getting all these names mixed up a bit early in the morning. So, I mean, like for Rio, and this is a beautiful 5-wave structure here. It doesn't come much cleaner than that. So we will see some type of rally here, and then we'll see the downside here. So beautiful. I know that I haven't been putting out stock trades, but I will on that. On this move coming down through here for the Australian market. Right, let's just drilling into here a little bit now. So if we just go to the 4-hour chart here, we're pretty much on track here. We've got, well, our 5 waves down here, then the A wave, the B wave, and we'll look for C wave to go up here. You know, we need 5 waves here. We don't technically need to take out the top here, even though it's in 3 waves, but we should see this market move higher. This little move, the moves in here, I have to say, are really messy, but we'll go in and we'll do our best with them. But as I say, we should be moving higher, and I think that what we can do is we can line this up with the US markets as well, because they're in the same boat, basically. But so when the US markets turn down, then obviously we're going to be turning down here as well. So I find this really quite difficult to count, because there's overlapping wave structures occurring here. I know that this is not finished yet, and we have to move higher. So there's things like, I can count 5 waves from this low to this high here. So then we look for wave 2 back, that's cool. And then I can count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 waves here, even though that wave 4 here overlaps wave 1 here. So, but I have to go with that. Then we're looking for wave 2 to move back, that's cool. I can count 5 waves up here, that's cool. Do I look at this as wave 4 here overlapping wave 1 here? Probably not. It's probably up for 1 and back for 2 here, then up for 1 and back for 2, then up for 1 and back for 2, and moving higher here, because the 61.8% is way up here, so we can move up here. But I'm counting it like this here just to be conservative. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here to give us wave 3 here, and then wave 4 and then wave 5, because it may just come to this little area here. But I can say that one of the things here is that yes, this is all really messy in here, but as I mentioned, I feel that the market will move higher. I'm okay with that, quite confident about that. The thing is that whatever this is here, way I can get around it, because we're really looking for the short trade, not the long trade. So once this market is up here above the 6,500, because that's our medium level here, that's halfway between 5,000 and 8,000. So the 65 number here, once the market starts trading up here, right, and is you know up above here, and it's got support and all the rest of it, then any time that it comes back down below here, then that creates the short trade from that point. I mean, we will need to, something like this. The market comes down, bounces off it, comes back down, goes back up and retests it, and this becomes our short trade thing over here. Then we've had another one here, so we can do the same. It never came back down here, so then we could use this one here. Any breach here, we could short here. I think we did, and we're on our way. So we'll be looking for some type of low to be breached over in this area over here for this. So I'm not too worried here. I'd probably need to study this a little bit more within here. I mean, I've had a bit of a look at it. Bring some more data in here. I didn't look at it on this chart, sorry. I've got to look at it on another chart. Or was it this chart? What did I do with that? Was it on 20 ticks here? I'll bring this one across. This is one I've been working with. So this is 10 ticks. So I haven't got it labelled. I've been lazy again. So I can borrow these. So we can look at this as 1 and 2 in here, probably an expanded flat in here. Not that you normally get those in wave 2s, but there we go. Wave 3, 4, and 5 here. So we've got 5 waves here. So we could look at this here as wave 1 here, wave 2 do here, and this is where I put wave 3 here, but this is where it's probably wrong at this point. And here, that's really strange. Let me have yeah, I mustn't have updated those tick charts. It must have been the S&P that I was looking at. So yeah, so just on this last leg here, it appears that we've got all of wave 1 in here. This looks like a wave 4 here. This will have a little bit more here. If we look at this as 1 and 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So could see a little bit more downside here, but then we'll see more upside. And this is 5 waves here. So we've got an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave here. So there can be a little bit more to this. We need 5 waves in this little structure here for this. But if you wanted to go long, then you'd have to wait for these tops to be, this top here to be taken out. But I expect this to come down a little bit further here, down into the 6490 before pushing up higher again. So buying it back in this space here is good. Yeah, but have a look at the S&P 500. I'll do a video of that in a moment. Alrighty, yeah, just to recap, the main reason today really is for just to point out those sectors there, and those sectors will create short trades in the equity market once this run up here is finished for these markets. Alrighty, cheers.